Welcome to IPM Leap. In today's video, we are going to answer the all-important question, what is IPM? Not just the definition, but we will discuss the various other details like the name of the degree that you get, what are the exit options, what are the fee for all these institutes, the number of seats. I will also explain the eligibility criteria and the selection procedure. As I intend to keep this video quite short, so let's just start quickly with what is IPM.
So the first point that we should discuss in this video obviously is the full form of IPM. What's this acronym used for? So it's used for Integrated Program in Management. So it's basically nothing but a 5-year continuous education which leads to an MBA ultimately. So let me define it with a graphic for an easy understanding quickly. So once you've done 12th, you have to do a 3 years bachelor level education and a 2 years master level education. So if you do it in one go, then this 5 years of education is called an integrated program in management. Now what does it basically mean in a context of an IIM? So normally after 12th you could have done your bachelor's in any college or any university, be it a BBA, BCom, BTech, anything. But in context of an IIM, you need to give an entrance exam now after 12th. And once you clear an entrance exam, you will get into bachelor education inside an IIM and you will get a bachelor degree from an IIM, and thereafter you will be eligible to continue for MBA straight away. You will not have to give an entrance exam again. This is the biggest clinching factor in favor of IPM, because normally students have to give an exam called CAT after bachelor's level, which is hugely competitive. So over here is the golden chance for you that after 12th, give an IPM entrance exam, get into an IIM and straight away do a 5-year education comprising of 3-year bachelor's and 2 years master. Now what are these degrees called? So IIM Indore gives it a name of Bachelor of Arts with Foundation of Management. IIM Jammu, Rohtak and Ranchi straight away call it a BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration. IIM Bodh Gaya calls it BBM, Bachelor of Business Management. As of 2021, only these 5 IIMs are offering IPM program. More will be added in coming years. And what is the master level degree that you will get? So all these 5 will give you an MBA degree. So in a nutshell, you will get 2 degrees in 5 years, a bachelor level degree and a master level degree. So this is the meaning of an IPM. Of course, it does not bind you. You can always exit it after 3-year bachelor level degree and look to do masters after a gap of few years, or maybe look to do it in some place else. Moving on, let's just quickly look at the course structure. What makes these courses really unique or let's say best in the country from a management perspective? So what you will be doing is 15 terms of 3 months each in 5 years. So this is a very common thing in IIMs. Even in my days when I studied from IIM, MBA used to consist of 3 terms every year of 3 months each, and remaining gap is due to exams or let's say internships or various other things that I'll discuss. So in this 5 years, you'll be doing 3 terms each year and each term is of 3 months. So technically it's a 9 months teaching period, and rest of 3 months, as I said, are for various other activities. Now, let's look at the blend of courses that they're offering, which makes it one of the best bachelor, even if you compare with any BCom, any BBA across any university in India. So they are looking at building 3 basic foundational pillars for you guys. First is Math, Stats and Eco pillar, which is obviously going to build a strong analytical rigor in you. Second is Psychology, Sociology and Political Science. These are the core disciplines on which management is based. And third is Humanities, Literature and Fine Arts, which obviously provides the much needed breadth and perspective. So, as I said, no single bachelor degree in India, be it BA, be it BCom, BBA, is going to be such wide. Some other things, IIMs is much more than studies, friends. Trust me, the 2 years that I've spent at IIM, I hardly remember my classrooms or something, but it's more about the extracurricular environment, the whole cultural diversity. So let me list down those factors, because you're young, you're just in 12th, so you need to understand this point as well. So you will get a huge exposure because there would be students from all across India. So currently, let's say you are in a city Lucknow or Jaipur, or let's say Bangalore, you have all students from a similar city, similar background, but once you enter an IIM, there would be people from all diverse backgrounds. So that is going to add a lot to your personality. Secondly, if you go to any university, let's say, let me not name it, but any university, it has all those courses. It has engineering, BBA, BCom, everything. But here in IIMs, everything and anything is only about management. So there is going to be only BBA and MBA students, and more importantly, there are going to be only BBA and MBA faculty. So everything is revolving around management. So you'll get a much more exposure and much more niche knowledge, and let's say you'll be much more prepared to build a management career when you do a bachelor's from an IIM. Apart from this, this program at IIMs are always very, very practically oriented. So you will have multiple internships, you will have rural immersions. So for example, there's also a Himalayan outbound program, which is part of your curriculum, right? So imagine the kind of exposure that you're going to build over here. Then there are exchange abroad programs. For example, in IIM Indore, there's a 6-month exchange that you can opt for at the end of third year. So within the bachelor, you can go to a abroad university, and these are not going to be some small universities. So you will be only going to top end universities abroad. Or you can also go for a semester in your final year, that is the 5th year of MBA. Also, apart from this, there are so many live projects, guys. Every other company is trying to engage the students at IIMs, and that leads to a lot of live projects. So ultimately, you're solving real life problems. For example, if Coca-Cola is launching a new product, so it may give you a live project that let's allow the students to build some kind of a marketing template for us, or some kind of a distribution network for us. And all the courses are very dynamic. Now, this is a very important point. So if you study in universities which are UGC affiliated, big universities like DU or other, so their course curriculum gets designed once after 10 years or 15 years. But here in IIMs, because they are autonomous bodies, they evolve their courses every year. And the biggest exciting part of an IIM is student clubs. There are so many student clubs, almost anything and everything you can dream of, right from sports, debates, dramatics, to marketing club, finance club, alumni club, placement club. So you name it, and there is kind of a club for that, and they have their own rich history, own rich legacy of organizing events, their own budgets, and there are seniors in those clubs, so they will teach you in a different way, a different bonding you will build. For example, in my IIM days, I was president of student council, so I had a different kind of a friend circle within that, and that network is continuing still. So there are multiple fests, and there are so many inter-IIM activities. So you'll go to other IIMs, other IIM students will come to your campus. So it's an amazing life at IIM. So when I look at this aspect, that is where I guide all the students, that even if you're getting a BBA, BCom, BTech in one of the best colleges that you would have dreamt of, but once you will compare it with a bachelor in an IIM, those things will not stand at all. IIM's bachelor would be light years ahead of any other bachelor in this nation. Moving on, guys, a very important thing students ask me, that what is the various name of degrees that I've already told you and the seats that are there. So I'm going to quickly explain this again. So IIM Indore is going to give you Bachelor of Arts. If you want to quit after 3 years, you can quit with this Bachelor of Arts degree, and it will be a relevant degree if you apply to any other college in India or abroad. This degree is approved by the government and all other bodies. And of course, at master level, you get MBA. There are 150 seats in IIM Indore currently. Second, IIM Rohtak, it will give you a BBA degree and an MBA degree. It has 160 seats this year, 2021. Next is IIM Ranchi. It's starting this year. So its first batch will be having 120 seats. Again, bachelor's degree is going to be called BBA and master's is MBA. Another IIM starting this year, IIM Jammu, is going to give you a BBA degree and an MBA. It has 60 seats. Mind you, IIM Jammu has also made plans that you can exit even after 1 year. In that case, they'll give you a certificate. So if you exit after 2 years, they'll give you a diploma. But if you exit after 3 years, they'll give you a BBA. I find no logic that a student will exit unless and until he or she has cracked CAT in the 3rd year and got a better IIM like Ahmedabad or Bangalore, then only it makes a sense to leave an IIM, right? And the fifth IIM, of course, IIM Bodh Gaya, very similar to IIM Jammu, but the name of degree is different. BBN, Bachelor of Business Management, and the master's degree is MBA. They also have 60 seats. I'll explain you the split of seats later on. It's important for me here to add that there are few more institutes in India offering IPM apart from IIM. So, like Nirma University is doing this for many years now, Jindal Global Business School, Mumbai University, Thane campus, GNDU Amritsar, and few more. And every year, few more are adding an integrated program to offer to students. But of course, IIMs will always be ahead of all of these other universities. Moving on to eligibility criteria, very critical here. Broadly, I'll say if you are a student who is less than 20 years, or let's say who is doing +2 this year, and your marks are above 60%, then you are eligible for all the 5 IIMs. So you can even skip this slide. But if one of the other 2 areas are a bit you want more clarity, so let me quickly make this clear to you. So for IIM Indore, age must be less than 20 years. So that means you should not be born before 1st of August 2000. 5-year relaxation for categories is there. Academics 10th and 12th, you must have 60% or more aggregate. Kindly note, there is nothing like best of 5, best of 3. All subjects that are mentioned in your mark sheet will be considered. IIM Indore has clarified that. And if you have like 59.8, there's not going to be any relaxation in that aspect unless and until you have a category. So in that case, you can start with 55% above. Okay, I hope I am clear on this. Of course, your queries will be welcome at the in the comment section later on. IIM Rohtak, almost same but technically a little bit different. So it says maximum 20 years. So there's a little bit different. And as on 31st July 2021. So as of 31st July of this year, your age should not cross 20 years. So your date of birth does not matter to them. And there is no relaxation for any other category. So all category students should be maximum 20 years by 31st July. And look at marks. On the look of it, it's same, minimum 60%, but IIM Rohtak will consider best of your 5 subjects on your scorecard. So that will obviously give you a little bit more advantage, and 5% relaxation will be there for the category student in marks. IIM Ranchi has a different criteria now in respect of age. There is no age limit, so student of any age can apply to IIM Ranchi. However, marks criteria remain same. They will require minimum 60% aggregate in 10th and 12th, and they will go by the board criteria. So if your board, let's say CBSE or ICSE, board says best of 5, then they'll accept best of 5. But if the board says consider all the subjects, they will consider all the subjects. So it depends on a board in case of IIM Ranchi. IIM Jammu, again they don't have any age limit, but cleverly they have said that 12th should be in 2019, 20 or this year 2021. So although there is no age limit, but a student who has done 12th in 2018 is not eligible to apply. Of course, marks criteria remain same and broad criteria will be considered same like IIM Ranchi. IIM Bodh Gaya, absolutely same as IIM Jammu, so I need not repeat. 12th in 19, 20, 21 and marks criteria same in case of Ranchi, Jammu and Bodh Gaya. I hope eligibility criteria are clear to you. So let's look at the selection procedure. Now the slide could be a little bit cumbersome, so I seek your full attention. I like to explain it phase by phase. So IIM Indore, you have to first fill the IP MAT Indore form, which is normally out in January every year. After filling that form, you have to appear for IP MAT test. Now once you appear for this test, you still have one more stage. You have to go for a personal interview, which is PI, or a written ability test, which is VAT. So you have to appear for both, and the combined score of both will lead to a final merit. Now in final merit, they will also consider your academic background like marks in 10th and 12th, but broadly these are the stages. Fill the form, give the test, give a PA, and then you will get a final merit. IIM Rohtak, almost similar. You have to fill the form. IP MAT Rohtak form is different from IIM Indore form. So you have to fill a separate form, my friends. You have to appear for the test, and again there will be a personal assessment, PI and VAT. Like last year due to COVID there was only PI. and in case of Indore, there was just a video-based assessment. They didn't do a PI or VAT. But normally, their procedure says there will be an interview as well as a written ability test and final merit. So absolutely same procedure between IIM Indore and IIM Rohtak, but you have to fill separate forms. IIM Ranchi, so they have a different procedure here. They say we will not conduct our own exam. So you either fill IPMAT Indore or SAT form. Now what is SAT? SAT is Scholastic Ability Test. It's a US based organization called College Board which conducts this test 5 times in India. So you have a choice. You can give IPMAT Indore, which you have already filled in case you apply to IIM Indore, or you can give SAT, and important point, you can even give both. So they will take best of both in the merit. Now, mind it that you've just filled these forms is not enough. You also have to fill a separate IIM Ranchi form. Okay friends, I hope I am clear. You have to fill 2 forms, one of the test, either IPMAT or SAT, and you also have to fill a IIM Ranchi form. Otherwise, how will they come to know, that you want to apply at IIM Ranchi? Now, after filling this form, you have to appear for IPMAT Indore or SAT. Or if you have already appeared for SAT exam, then you simply upload your SAT number on the IIM Ranchi form, and from the SAT website, you fill the code of IIM Ranchi. I have completely explained this in the separate video of IIM Ranchi. Now, whatever you have done, IPMAT or SAT, you still have to go for a personality assessment stage, which again is PI and VAT, which you understand by now. And then a final merit is made considering test, personality assessment and your past academics. Now, the new IIMs, the latest ones to announce this program, IIM Jammu, IIM Bodh Gaya have a different procedure. So they say fill JIPMAT form. So JIPMAT is an exam being conducted by NTA, National Testing Agency this year. You have to fill the form by going to the NTA website. Now once you fill the form, you have automatically applied for IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya. You don't have to separately apply, or any separate form is not required. So fill the JIPMAT form, appear for the JIPMAT test, and that's it. There is not going to be any PI or WAT stage. At least for this year, it is sure that there will not be any personality assessment. So your test score, your 10th and 12th will be considered, and a final merit list will be appeared. By final merit list, we mean who is selected, who is not selected. A ranking comes out, and then if some students do not pay the fee or get a seat somewhere else, then a wait list comes out, and you are able to join the classes. So I hope these phases are broadly clear. On each of these IIMs, on each of these exams, I have made a separate video. So if you want more details, I will encourage you to go through those videos. Moving on, let's discuss about fees, because of course that's an important criteria. So what does IIM Indore says? IIM Indore says INR 4 lakh per annum. Earlier it used to be a little different, but now from this year onwards it's 4 lakh per annum. It includes lodging. So accommodation in an hostel in IIM Indore is included in this. So you don't have to pay anything extra for accommodation. At the time of MBA, your fees will be equivalent to the MBA fees at that time. So IIM Indore is not able to commit to you right now your MBA fees. But normally it's in the range of 7 to 8 lakhs. But it will depend on 2024 fees. So right now for next 3 years, it's 4 lakh per annum in IIM Indore. IIM Rohtak has clearly spelled out what its fees is going to be for the next 5 years. So first year is 4.5 lakh, second and third year is 5 lakh each, and fourth year is 7.5 lakh, fifth year is approximately 8.5 lakh. So it's clear to you the BBA fees or the bachelor fees and the MBA fee right from day one in case of IIM Rohtak. IIM Ranchi says a total of 14 lakhs for 3 years. So they have not given a year-wise split as of now, but I am hoping in coming days they will clarify that. And for MBA, they have said it will be as per the MBA fee at that point. IIM Jammu says INR 4,85,000 per annum for the first 3 years, which includes lodging. And MBA again would be at the time of 2024 MBA fees. IIM Bodh Gaya fees is INR 4.5 lakh, includes lodging, and MBA fees is going to be as it will be in 2024. Moving on, guys, quickly. Let's discuss about placements and career opportunities, because of course this is the most important question that every student asks me. Sir, Sir, is it worth investing so much? What is going to be the placement at the end of the day? So, let me try to answer that question in brief here. Is it worth investing so much? So friends, first of all, IIMs undoubtedly are the best PE school. So we are not talking about ABC or PQR school that we are doubtful whether we'll get a right quality or not, how qualified will be the teachers, how much will be the campus in terms of infrastructure, in terms of facilities. IIMs are going to be the best in all these parameters. So you're going to get the best faculty, the best infrastructure, the best teaching environment, the best exposure, the best corporate interaction. So if I have to put a price on this, getting this versus missing this, that I go to a college to save my fee, but in next 3 years I have an average faculty, mediocre kind of a campus, a very average kind of a student cohort, little learning, I will say if I have to compare these two, then IIMs are still very, very cheap, because the education that you are going to get is going to be worth more than INR 1 crore if I am going to find similar colleges in USA or in other countries. So here, by investing 10, 12, 13 lakhs, you are going to get an education which is going to be absolutely world class. So look at it from that perspective. Don't think that in my city there is XYZ university, BBA fees is just 50,000 and IIM fees is 4 lakh. This is not the right comparison, because IIM should be compared with the best in the world, and then their fee will look very, very cheap to you. Now, if I look at the options, so if you are in third year, also let's look at those options. So if you are in third year, you have the option to give CAT or GMAT. Nobody is going to stop you. Rather, I am sure they are going to encourage you that you give CAT or GMAT. If you get a better IIM or if you get a better B school award, then exit. Take a BBA degree and exit. You have already got a maximum experience possible in this country at a bachelor level. Exit and go to a better IIM. But God forbid, if you don't get a good CAT score or GMAT score, you can continue in the same IIM. At least an IIM MBA is assured to you, right? Now, any of these two options you took, you exited or you continued in the same IIM, obviously you are going to complete an MBA. The end product in terms of degree is going to be same, an IIM MBA degree, whether you continue or go to a better IIM, and that obviously means a rockstar placement. I can say this with all credibility that you will not find B schools having placements better than IIMs, or for that matter any master level colleges in country with any kind of career having placement better than IIMs. Okay, so let's call it a rock star placement. So here is the data from IIM Indore, because IIM Indore is the oldest IIM offering this, rest are the new. So it's best to take statistics from IIM Indore website, and this is official data, not made by me. Average CTC is 23.6 lakhs per annum. 24 lakhs package at the age of maybe 23, 24, and just imagine your life ahead after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, how you are going to progress. Starting salary package, if you look at 2016, it was about 15 lakh. Now it's about 23.5 lakh. That's a 50% growth in just last 6 years, despite the pandemic and stuff. Okay, so this is a sign that IIM's packages are only going to grow. So if you are entering now 2021, after 5 years, if it grows by another 50%, we are talking of a package of 35 lakh rupees when you are the age of 24. I am sure there can't be any other career where you can think of these kind of packages at the young age of 24, and you are not going to do a boring work. Okay, your career is going to progress very, very quickly. So let's say you enter Coca-Cola, so you will start as an ASM probably, and then after 3 years you will be an RM, and you will be progressing into marketing role, PM role, and maybe 10 to 15 years down the line you will be managing a full-fledged brand of Coca-Cola. You know, Coca-Cola has so many brands like Thumbs Up, Coke, Sprite and all that. Or if you enter a bank, let's say you enter HSBC, your career is going to grow very fast. Or you enter a consulting company, 10 to 12 years down the line you will be a partner with them. By the age of 35, 36, you will be having a package excess of 1.5 CR. So that is how you should look at placements and career opportunities, not the starting package. Even starting package is good at 35 lakh, but just look at 10, 20, 30 years down the line. I hope in this video I have clarified what is IPM, and for all further details like exams and let's say fees, let's say seats, let's say other criteria, I have made separate videos for all the IPM programs. Finally friends, I'll say great careers are planned and will not come by chance. This is my favorite tagline. So you have to plan it. It's not going to happen overnight, or let's say somebody's going to knock your door and leave a money bag there, right? So at the end, I'll say if you like the video, please like and share with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Wish you a super duper career ahead guys. All the best.